Thales Training Consultancy have decided to come to the Learning Technologies exhibition here today in London to really share our experience as an integrated training services provider. We're looking to see how the Thales approach can blend in with some of the latest technologies in learning, and also specifically to share some of our experiences in IT business rollout programs where organisations are looking to ensure that training plays a key role in the implementation of large projects.
I think there's some great content in terms of some good providers dealing with integration of technology. There's some kind of building blocks of great technology out there and some really good providers doing key niche items. I think one of the key challenges for an L&D professional, an L&D director coming away from this is, how do I integrate it? I've got all these different aspects, all these offerings. How do I pull that together into a unified solution for my client base?
In terms of the conference, I think most people would agree that the first day was very busy, which is really great for the industry. It's really good to see a footfall, and hopefully, we'll see a bit of growth in the industry generally, and I think that's what everyone's hoping for.
One of the really nice things about being here on behalf of Thales Training is to share with clients that have been at the exhibition how they are going to plan and implement any new technologies that they're taking on board. It's been interesting to explore with them how the soft skills also need to be harboured and worked with and improved when technology makes an impact on the business. The impact of technology is cultural as well as process.
So I'm going to be giving you an insight into perhaps the role of L&D or training in business transformation projects, and also some of the top tips that we want to share with you if your organisation or you yourselves are part of a team rolling out a new project and you want training to be involved. First of all, if we just look at defining a business transformation project, typically an organisation will make a decision to strategically introduce a new piece of software, to strategically decide that they want to change a business process of how stuff gets done. So here are some tips perhaps that could help you think about some of the things that you might want to do. It sounds quite obvious, but scope and engage. And what I want to talk to you about here is really the role of the training organisation or the internal training team being involved in the early stages of the project. So first of all, the first question you might ask yourself is, when should the training team or the external provider get involved in the project? In all of the presentations running today, I'm sure that communication appears on every single person's presentation. And for me, communication is all about timing and quality. And what I want to give you some advice on here is thinking about when you decide to share from a training point of view to your delegates, when the training is going to take place. My third top tip for you is thinking about the integration, and this is looking specifically of integrating the training team into the project team that are rolling out the software. You need to think of them as a supporting role, and what I mean by that is that let them have their place at the table to come and give advice. Tip number 4, again, documentation, not rocket science, but those of you that are integrating projects at the moment, what documentation is out there for the end user, for the project team, for the board? How are we communicating and what documents have we got? Our final top tip in terms of the Thales methodology and process is the follow-up piece. Again, once the trainers have delivered the final session on the final day of delivery, we shouldn't be walking away from the project. We should be doing review exercises. We should be looking at the longer-term plans that the organisation wants to do with the software.
So the real takeaway for me would be some wonderful ideas about the future of learning technology here. How do I integrate that and apply that to provide a real client need here and now? We've got to remember, what do my clients want? What do they need? What's best for them, regardless of what technology that uses?